Hey man, what's up, y'all? Here I go with another story, man. This is a Tainted Blues story though, because in the inside, man, we do have access to phones, as y'all may know. Y'all know videos are getting dropped and stuff, and having a phone is a blessing and a curse though. You know what I'm saying? And I say it because I had it before when I was in there. It was the way I did my time. And I had some homies that had phones and stuff, right? And one of my homies, he called me one night, right? We're in jail. He called me from the other block he was on, and he was crying to me, man. He was crying to me about, he was getting into it with his girl and all this stuff, and she kept calling the unit and sending them to him to hit his cell. And at times, women do that. They move off emotion at times. No disrespect to no women, but this is what happened in there. But she would send the police to him, and he ended up getting caught with a phone later on, right? But she was doing this on some snake stuff because he would interrupt her when she's doing her thing with her dude or whatever. And supposedly she was being real with him, but she wasn't. And here's the story, man. He called her one day, and she hung up on him. Boom. And when she hung up on him, I guess her phone butt dialed him or whatever. And he sat down the phone, and he listened to everything that was going on. And of course, y'all know what they were doing. She was with Sancho, messing around, and all he did was sit on the phone for a good 10-15 minutes screaming, and she couldn't hear. I guess she had it in her pants, took her pants off, and it was on the floor. And he said he heard a bunch of moaning noises and heard him talking, and then kept on hearing him talking, and then she finally caught on after they were through. About 20-30 minutes later, I don't know. I just know he called me crying, telling me this. So don't go to the pen, especially if you're trying to be with your girl or whatever, and she not faithful. If she's your wife, you ain't got no choice, right? You married to her. But don't go to the pen. You know what I'm saying? Because a bunch of people in there suffer this. You know what I'm saying? Women gonna do what they do, all right? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing more than 2 or 3 years. Hey, man, I pray for women and men, to stay down for each other, right? But, man, all the stories I heard, it even happened to me. Not that same story,